little segment different because we're not going to do Tales of the House this week because it doesn't really have that same effect when Cam's not here.
Yeah.
So we're going to do Tales of Mcalpin.
Yeah, you came up with this in Weatherspoons earlier.
Yeah.
Because I feel like there's been a lot of tales about me on the show, tales about James, some tales about you,
Yeah.
but Cam doesn't really. He avoids all scrutiny somehow.
Yeah.
So it's a chance to turn the tables back on him. And, well, I don't know if they're... I mean, do you want to just get straight into it?
Yeah.
You've got quite a few.
How do you want to do this? One story each and then keep switching back? Or should I go
I
for
feel
all
like we'll have
four?
some crossover. You just start us off and
Alright.
then see what happens.
So I think the first one we're going to was just before our last session before Christmas in our sports newsroom class.
Yeah.
He had a bit of a meltdown, to say the least. I understand his frustration after today, to be honest.
Oh, so it was shocking today. It was shocking.
But basically, he's just trying to write up a script, and it wasn't happening with him, and he was having a bit of a meltdown. He's a big cricket fan. Well, he claims he's a big cricket fan at the very least.
Yeah.
Whether you want to believe that,
He
or not,
claims
is
he's a
up to
fan
you.
of every sport.
Yeah, that's
So,
true.
yeah.
Including American football and bowling and them sort of things. But he's right about cricket. I went, Cam, you can write about the cricket on this one. Give you a nice, easy one to do. But he just couldn't hack it. He was having a bit of a meltdown.
Wasn't it 2 lines or something as well? It wasn't a long
Two
piece or
sentences.
something. You're expecting, when someone's struggling, you're expecting, like, 200 words. I'd probably struggle with that for a bit. But it's 2 lines
Yeah.
of, like, what was it? Just
Like cricket scripts.
just like a voiceover.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
And it got to a point where she even Annika even advised him to just copy and paste off BBC Sport their top 2 lines.
That's what we're getting taught off at university.
Yeah.
Just copy and paste off BBC. That'll be all right.
He's sort of got a bit of state about it. I was going to say probably the most biggest meltdown I've seen him having in class, sort of head in hands. To quote, "I'm just really angry with myself." He wasn't angry with anyone else. He's just angry with himself. He started offering to me, sort of going, "Come on, do you want to have a little body spar outside, a little fight outside?" You see, to sort of release some
I'm
anger.
gutted I missed that. I mean, it's got to be a bit of a kick in the teeth when you sign up to a sports journalism degree at university. You get there, you finally start doing some sports journalism in the 3rd year, and you can't even string 2 sentences together.
Yeah.
But that's Cam for you.
Yeah. To quote him, he said, "I just want to fight someone." He has to be up for it. Just leave the class, have a little quick fight, and get back to it.
He's quite prone to anger sometimes. When I think once you get to him, his head goes. Yeah, we haven't seen a proper meltdown, or you've seen one. I'd be quite interested to see
I
it.
wouldn't go that far, but it's the worst I've seen him in a class. So,
Yeah.
same class a few weeks before actually, and you were there for this one. It's right. We arrived right at the start of the class. I think one of the first times we met this tutor Annika,
Oh yeah.
and Cam sort of asked very politely. I think he puts his hand up even. If he could eat a sausage roll
Oh yeah.
because he's hungry. He's almost 24 years old. He's in the 3rd year of university.
Similar to Annika. He's only a few years younger than
Can't
our
be that
tutor.
much, no. And he's asking, very politely actually, more polite than Mason Greenwood, if he can eat his
Jesus.
if he can eat his sausage roll. Very sort of absurd. He really wanted sympathy there. He was so hungry.
Yeah, it's like he's either doing it to get on a good side, like make it seem like he's a really polite person when he's not. He's catcalled at girls out of car windows before. We'll get onto that later.
Yes. Yeah.
Or like it's just it's like what you'd expect a year 7 to do. You know when you rock up in like September the first year 7, you're a bit nervous and you don't know what the rules are. You're like, am I right to eat this? That's sort of what it was like. It was a bit bizarre.
Bit of an Oliver Twist moment. Please eat the sausage roll. Yeah, that was a strange one. But the next one I had for him was, you sort of just mentioned, was his cat calling.
Yeah.
I wasn't even there for that, so I'll let you explain that
Yeah,
one.
well, I wrote this down as well because what I wanted to get into, he's quite a hypocritical man because whenever we're out, say in the pub or something,
Yeah.
and you see like a fit girl on another table or
Yeah.
something, you go, oh, she's fit. He'll come out with some nonsense like, oh, don't objectify women. All women are beautiful. Why are you pointing out that she's fit? Or some nonsense,
Yeah.
like David Brent style
Yeah.
sort of stuff. But then he very kindly gave me a lift to Halifax once when we were covering a match together. Coming back, two females walking down the road on the left, and he says to me, "Oh, lovely bit of skirt there." which, is bad enough in itself.
Yeah.
But he winds the window down and shouts at them. Like, I can't remember exactly what he said, but it was just sort of like a oi oi, like, looking good there, ladies, or something like that.
I do have a quote wrote down. I don't know if this was it. It said, "Looking good there, love."
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Yeah, it's bizarre. I've never seen anyone. I was taken aback, to be honest. If they're listening, I do apologise, but that's just the Mcalpin
I hope they don't
you.
remember it.
No.
Well, it's good to know, actually. I thought it was just one girl on her own, sort of. It's quite late at night. You'd be coming back after the game, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
And he's sort of rolling down the window. The one girl walking alone. And he's sort of rolling down the window and shouting out. But thankfully it was two. It's bad enough with two, maybe, but with one,
yeah,
that would have been even worse. But God forbid that. One that just came to mind, actually didn't write down, was we had that big sports. There's a lot happens in the sports newsroom, but I mean, Cam doesn't really turn up to the other classes, so what can we say? Sports news. We had a sports news day. We were in all day, and he didn't start off the day the best. It's a long day. I think we're in about for 6 hours or something ridiculous like that, weren't we? Non-stop, doing different stories throughout the day. And Cam started off the day not in the greatest fashion. He arrived, and he very quickly had to excuse himself to the bathroom. He said, I think he either had a dodgy pizza or a dodgy curry, a dodgy takeaway either way. So he excused himself, but he didn't come back for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, I guess
God knows what was going on in that university toilet.
I do feel sorry for the staff. Who had to clean that up,
or whoever went in there after him.
Yeah.
I dread to think the state of that.
Yeah. So that was just a quick one, a bit of a moment for him. But last one I've got for him is one that you were featured in, but I thought it was absolutely brilliant. I'm sure you found it funnier than I did because you were actually there to witness it.
Right.
We got split into two groups to go in radio studios, and I'll say names because they're not going to be listening. Corey on our course was reading his script, wasn't he?
Oh,
and
yeah.
Cameron pulled up a picture of Randall from Monsters Inc.
While he's doing his script, this fella, bless him. Yeah, carry on.
So basically, from what you were there, but Cameron basically pulled up a picture of Randall from Monsters Inc. So people not listening, Google Randall if you've got time now. If you don't, it's the purple one that sort of goes invisible in the films, if you've seen it. He points at Randall on his phone, and he's pointing at Corey. Sort of like, look, it's...
And expects me not to start cracking up in the back. I mean, that's just the type of guy he is, talking behind people's back. But, that's Cameron for you. I did write a couple down myself. Okay. You covered most of them, actually. Just the main one. I know you've noticed this as well, and Chris, also on our course, has noticed it. Chris is a Leeds fan. Cameron's a Leeds fan.
Yeah.
Chris goes to quite a lot of games, almost every home. He goes to a lot of home games. Yeah, got a season ticket. And he's always offering Cam tickets. He's like, whenever I don't go, you can go, or I can get you a spare, we'll go together. Really nice gesture.
Yeah, lovely.
And Cam at the time always... Yeah, that sounds great, mate. Yeah, I'd love to do that. Then as soon that he's never attended that match. He claims to be a big Leeds fan. I don't think he's attended a game since before COVID.
No, his last one he claimed was Huddersfield Leeds, I think.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure he went to that in the end either. But latest game he went to was before COVID. And it's not like he hadn't had the opportunity, because like you say, Chris is offering him tickets.
Yeah, a lot of Leeds fans would kill to have connections like that, sorting your tickets out, but that's just the way Cam rolls, I guess. A maverick, one might say.